What is up, everybody? My name is Milo. I'm a certified producer. I have another 2 really easy R&B progressions for you to use in your beats. Let's start off with this beautiful progression in E major. This is the 6, 1, 4, 5 progression. Okay, to start off this progression, we're starting with this beautiful D flat minor 7th. And how do you play this chord? It's actually really easy. So in the left hand, you're gonna play the D flat octave, like this. And then with your right hand, you're just gonna play a basic E major. So that's an E, an A flat, and B, like this. Once again, all together, this chord is a D flat with your left hand, an octave, and then with your right is just an E major. So this first chord, when you take away the B at the top, is just a D flat minor, like this. And then we add the B, which is the 7th note in the scale. And that forms this beautiful D flat minor 7th. So that's the first chord. For the second chord, you actually want to stay on the E major with your right hand, and with your left, move from the D flat to the A flat. So with our left, we're just playing a single note, A flat. And with our right, we're playing again E major. So E, A flat, and B, like this. Together with the first chord, it sounds like this. And then the third chord is gonna be an A2. So we play it like this. This is A suspended 2. The basic voicing of A suspended 2 would be like this. So we're playing an A, B, and an E on the top. But for this progression, we're gonna use a different voicing that's closer to E major here. So we're just gonna move the A flat to an A. Like this. So now we're playing the A2 with the E on the bottom, then an A and B. And with our left hand, we're just moving up from A flat to A. So all together, the 3 chords sound like this. Really beautiful. So let's go over this again. As we are in E major scale, this D flat minor 7th would be our 6th chord. Then from here, we go to the E over A flat. So once again. And then from here, we're going to the A sus2. Like this. So an A on the bottom, then an E, A, and B. So that's the basics of the progression. You can of course transpose it to whatever note you like. And then the next thing in this progression is this little melody on the top. That guides us into the first chord, which is the 6th. So the melody it's really simple. We want to play an E flat, then an E, then go back to the E flat, and then play the B. And after that, we're just playing our first chord, like this. So once again, E flat, E, E flat, B, and then the first chord, like this. So our D flat minor 7th. All together and a little bit faster, it sounds like this. Then we can also add the 5 chord to this progression. So in this example, it would be the B, to guide us back to the 6th chord. So the D flat minor 7th. And how I like to do it in this progression is when I'm playing it, and when I'm here at the A sus2, I'm gonna play the B octave with my left hand, right here, to go back to the D flat. And with my right hand, I'm gonna play the melody that I showed you before, like this. So all together. And then to add some variation to the melody, you can play it like this. So you play an E flat, then an E, E flat again, and before going back to B, we're just gonna play D flat, and then B. So then it would sound like this. So that's the first progression, the 6, 1, 4, and 5. Let me quickly go over it again. So we're gonna start with this little melody. Then we're playing D flat minor 7th. Then we go to the E major over A flat, like this. And from there, we're going to the A sus2 in this voicing. And to loop it again, we're gonna play B with our left and the melody with our right. Okay, so that was it for the first progression. And now for the second one, we're gonna play it in G minor. And the progression is 1, 3, 6, 5. So now let me play it for you. This one is a little bit more complicated, but I'm sure I can explain it to you in a few minutes and you'll get it. So our root note and the starting chord will be a G, and we're starting the progression with this beautiful G minor 7th. This is a really simple chord. We're just playing G root with our left hand, and then with our right we're gonna play G minor. So that's gonna be a G, then a B flat, and a D, like this. And to make it a little bit more spicy, we're gonna add the 7th which in this example would be an F. But we're gonna play it in the voicing, not the standard voicing, so this. But we're gonna add the F at the bottom. So right here, next to the G. So once again, we're playing G with our left, and then F, G, B flat, and D. And like that, we got a beautiful G minor 7th. The second chord in this progression is gonna be a B flat. So that's gonna be the free chord in our key of G. And we're gonna make it even more spicy, but really easy at the same time. So we're coming from the G, minor 7th, like this. And for our B flat, we're gonna just move this finger, our pointer finger, from G to A. And we're going to play it like that. So we're playing the same sounds as the basic B flat major 7th, like this. But we're making the voicing a little bit more interesting. So we move the A to here. So that's gonna be like that. And then we also move the F right here. So then we're playing it like that. And then with our left hand, we're just playing B flat. So let me explain it again. Our first chord is a G minor 7th, played in this voicing, where the F is on the bottom, and G with our left. Then we're moving up to the B flat major 7th, play like this. So B flat with our left, then an F, A, B flat, and D. And that's our first two chords. So the third chord in our progression would be the 6. So right here, the E flat. But we're gonna play the E flat just in the bass with our left hand. But in the right hand, we're gonna make it even more spicy by playing C minor and adding the C minor 6th here. So an A. Like this. So you can see that's C minor 6 over E flat. Let's go over this again. With our left hand, we're moving from the B flat to the E flat, right here. So 1, 3, 6. And with our right hand, we're moving from this B flat major 7th to this C minor 6. So again, for the third chord, we're gonna play E flat with our left, and then in the right, we're gonna play a G, an A, then C, and E flat. And then to resolve the progression, we're gonna use a little bit of a jazzy chord. So from here, the C minor 6 over E flat, we're going to D augmented, like this. Sounds kind of scary, but it's also really easy. With the bass, we're just moving a half step down. So we go from E flat to D, like this. And to make the D augmented chord, we're gonna play a G flat, then a B flat, and then D. And of course, with our left, the D. This is also the basic voicing for the D augmented, like this, but we're just moving the D to the bass 1 octave down. Let me go over these two chords again. So the first one, we're playing an E flat in the bass, then a G, A, C, and E flat, like this. So it forms this C minor 6 over E flat. And then for the last one, we're playing a D in the bass with our left hand, then a G flat, B flat, and D. And that makes the D augmented chord. Let me go over the whole progression again. We're starting off with G minor 7th, play like this. So G in the left, then an F, G, B flat, and D. So then in the left hand we move up to the B flat, and with our right hand we play D's voicing of the B flat major 7th. So B flat in the left, then F, A, B flat, and D. Then the third chord, in the bass we move down to the E flat, right here, and with our right we're playing a G, A, C, and E flat, so it forms this C minor 6. And for the last one, we move up a half step down with our left hand, and then with our right we're gonna play G flat, B flat, and D in the bass. And then we come back to the G minor 7th. That's it for this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. And now, go make some music.